Cheers! Hey, do Buckaroos, how the heck are you? I am Tom the Beer Whisperer for the purposes of this video anyway. So here, I just found this mix pack, and I'm really going to focus most of this video on this new beer that I haven't had before. The Experimental 2538 IPA. Sometimes I do videos specifically for one beer, but I didn't want to for a couple of reasons. One, you know, these mixed packs are kind of what Boulevard has become known for, right? They throw in a couple of their, you know, their user-friendly beers with a couple of their tasting room beers. It's a bit of a gimmick to get you to buy it. But sometimes these other beers are just incredible. And I haven't had this one yet, so I don't really know if it is. But it's an Experimental 2538 IPA, Brewer's Choice. Stephen Manful's Brewer's Choice 2021. So I'm going to put that off to the side. But the reason I decided to do both of them together, because this is the beer that really made Boulevard what it is. And the funny thing about it is that younger drinkers today would not give this beer a second thought. But this is the beer that really put Boulevard on the map. This is the beer that made Boulevard, well, helped make Boulevard what it is. Because it's just a perfect American version of the style. It is an American wheat. This is the one beer that early craft beer drinkers like myself would drink. And it is, but it's also a beer that, you know, folks in the late 80s, early 90s, it was our Michelob, right? It was our Lowenbrau, right? There was a commercial in the 70s, or late 70s, early 80s, nights were made for Lowenbrau. There was a Michelob commercials where, you know, you drink a Bud during the day, you drink the Michelob when you go out at night. This is kind of what our Michelob was back in the 90s, right? This is the beer we drank when we didn't want to drink that other stuff. But it was also that beer if macro drinkers would walk in somewhere and this is what they had on tap, they would drink this. This was a macro drinker sophisticated beer. It was a different time. You're going to have to work with me. The funny thing for me is, you know, today's younger craft beer drinkers think craft beer is peanut butter banana something or other, or blackberry asparagus sour slushy. You know, it's these crazy flavors that really make no sense. But it was a different time for craft beer back then. It was about beer tasting like beer. For macro drinkers, this was a step up from what they typically drank, right? It was a little bit different. It's not a big tasting beer by any stretch, but certainly a little more flavor than any typical macro fare. It was back when the time you had, again, you know, nights were made for Lowenbrau, or nights were made for Michelob. Boulevard, Michelob, those were night beers, right? So when craft beer came around, this became, you know, that bitter beer for macro drinkers to have. And although 4.4%, 14 IBUs, yeah, you know, nouveau craft beer drinkers are gonna, you know, get a little snarky about a beer like this, while they're drinking their peanut butter, banana, cucumber, blackberry slushy, sour. And somehow think that's normal. Yeah, man. Some of us just like beer that tastes like beer, or it tastes like a better beer. And this was the better beer of the time. It was just a little bit better than we had. Excuse me, sorry about that. That's on me, man. We will fly way up high. I got some Billy Iuso in the background. If you can hear it, a little jazz, a little blues, a little funk, a little soul. That is what is Billy Iuso, man. The man's amazing. Oh, a great New Orleans musician, man. This guy's incredible. Anyway, cheers, guys. My favorite wheat at the time is a beer that no longer exists. Thomas Kemper. So back about, I don't know, 94, 95, we went to 97? 97, my wife and I and daughter went to visit my brother in 96. Yeah. 96. Okay, she keeps changing the around. It was 95. Anyway, 96. Yeah. Thomas Kemper was a great craft brewery at the time, one of the early craft breweries. Unfortunately, there was a divorce, and the brewery went defunct. But at the time, man, Thomas Kemper had the best wheat known to man. That was my favorite back in about 96. Oh my gosh. That thing was, Thomas Kemper was doing some amazing breweries. They were way ahead of the times, man. If those two didn't get divorced, Thomas Kemper might very well be the premier craft brewery of the day. But anyway, anyway, I digress. But yeah, I mean, that's why beers like this flourished at the time. Flourished for a good couple of decades up until, 3 decades up until now, when everything now has tastes like, well, craft beer has tastes like anything but beer. Anyways, I digress. But here's the beer I want to focus on for this video, for the rest of it anyway. Experimental 2538 IPA, Brewer's Choice. 5.9%, I think it says here. Anyways, let's see what she's got. It's got an interesting nose. I don't want to tell you what I think it smells like. No, I really don't. Don't make me do it. It's got a nose that smells like fruit stripe gum. I didn't want to say it, but it came out. Yeah, that's what it smells like. Yeah, so, I mean, hell. These beers have become, they are what they are at this point. I mean, I don't know. It's not terrible, it's not great. Okay, let me be completely honest with you. I think it's good. It's very good. It tastes nice. But I'm not going to remember it tomorrow. And that's what a beer like this is. It's good. It's fine. But it's not going to be memorable. That's what a lot of IPAs have become these days. You toss the name out like Experimental 2538 and Beer Geeks like me go, okay, I got to try it. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't feel like it's flawed anyway. I got some grapefruit. I got some lemon notes. I got a lot of this, a lot of that. And I guarantee you, by tomorrow, I'm not going to remember a damn thing because it just doesn't matter anymore. There's nothing. The point is, there's just nothing different about this beer than any other IPA out there. And quite frankly, I don't know that that can be changed. I don't know that anybody can come up with a new IPA that tastes different from any other IPA that's already been done. I think the style's been done to death. I think it's time to put it out to pasture. I'm not saying breweries should quit making IPAs. I'm saying breweries should quit making new IPAs because I think the style's been done to death. I don't know that you could put out a new IPA that doesn't taste like an old IPA. That's the point I'm trying to make. So if you're trying to market something as new and innovative, no, it's not. It's not either. But this is good. There's nothing wrong with this beer. It's tasty. I like it. But it's nothing that I haven't had before from somebody else. A lot of grapefruit, a lot of tangerine, a lot of this, a lot of that. Yeah, there you go. I feel like I've seen this movie, man. That's a very familiar plot. I am. I'm sorry about that, guys. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, Beer Drinker, Purveyor was the man. Oh. Excuse me. All around good guy. No, that's truthfully, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this beer. It's good. You get a little this, a little that, but it's nothing that's not already been done. I just get frustrated when I drink beers like this, thinking I'm hoping for something new, and there's nothing new. There's nothing new. There's nothing different. There's nothing. I'm not enlightened. I haven't been enlightened. Anyways, one more time with feeling. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, Beer Drinker, Purveyor was the man. All right, good guy. Cheers, guys.